Okay, I've been trying to put out an earnings season video uh, vlog for almost a week now. And when I first started doing it, it was too long. So I decided to shorten it up. And then I got one call after the other call, but you don't want to hear my excuses. You want your video out here on RTG on time, talking about some markets and market awarenesses and some trades and some strategies and all that fun stuff that we do at the Retail Trading Group. I'm Susan Downs, Studio Trader. Hello. It's been one of those weeks. Today is Expiration Friday. Don't we love that? It's been a pretty cool morning. And April 20th, we're going to get through this quickly because I have a lot of things to show you. I have meetups. Oh my goodness, my calendar's full. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the earnings research report that tastytrade puts out once a quarter called the earnings edition. And then we're going to skip over to the bar chart and look at a couple of ideas briefly and quickly, which is all about market awareness. So we're going to look at those underlines, those stocks. Then I'm going to show you guys a little bit about the Tastyworks mechanics while we look at what the earning trades are about. I'm going to refer to a blog that I wrote. Plus, I'm going to put a link down there that it was interesting. I had recorded this on Sunday or Monday, and yesterday, tastytrade, I think they're thinking like I am. Yesterday, tastytrade did a show on earnings, how to play them, kind of like what to look for. I only got to see bits and pieces of it, but I'm gonna give you that link. So please take a look at that show because really it's a good one. All right, so and then what I'll do is I'll put the link in my blog, and my blog is A Deer in Headlights, which talks about earnings season. All right, so we're going to talk about volatility, expected moves, liquidity, and implied volatility, and how it's compared to the expected move around this earnings season. Now, this is quarter one that we're looking at for price to earnings. Um, uh, the expected growth, the revenue of a company, their report. If it's good, it goes up. If it's bad, it goes down, that sort of thing. But, quarter over quarter, you kind of want to see how the company has performed. So we're going to look at that real quick through our cherry picks by Dr. Data and the research team. There's also the futures edition I'm not going to be able to get to today, but I'm not sure if I showed it once or twice, maybe not, but I will shortly. I'm going to introduce you quickly to how to get to the blog, and then we're done. Now, that took 5 minutes. I could have been into this thing. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to share my screen with you, and we're going to start with the let's optimize for sound. Oh, there's something else I want to let you guys know. Let me go ahead and get rid of this. I am an investor as well as a trader, and my partner and I have put a house, now a home, on the market, and I want to show that slideshow. So maybe this will take just a little bit longer than normal. Okay, here we go. Here's the cherry picks earnings edition, guys. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Listen, if the grid goes down, you have the characteristics and risks of standardized options to read. It's that kind of read. So when the grid goes down and there's no internet or service, you can read by candlelight. It's a 4 or 5 font, comes in a little skinny booklet, and it talks about the character and risks of trading options in the market. Anyway, here's our earnings edition. Beautiful. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with this chart right here. So basically, we're already almost a week and a half. Well, we're a week. I'm sorry. We're a week into past week. We're not counting, but we're actually a week into earnings season. So we're not going to worry about these trades. Today is April 20th. It is expiration. So this is all set. Look what I just did. Shame on me. Let me clear that out. Sorry. Let's do this one. Right. So this is expiration week. It's all said and done. I'm sorry, earnings. And this is expiration day, which is today. So out of this bar chart, what we're looking at here is where the companies mostly report their first quarter earnings, and that would be right here next week. And I would caution you, if you haven't ever traded earnings before, if you're paper trading, this is a great time to learn some strategies surrounding volatility. This is a perfect time to really get to know this. Well, right here between, I'd say, the closing of the 24th to market open on the 26th is where most of the trades are trading. I'd probably even end that on the 25th. But in May, right around here, Apple reports, a lot of good tech companies report somewhere around here. Okay, so this is good to know. This is where we're gonna go now in our report, so that we can see what we want to do. All right, so let's scroll on. We'll look at the historical moves also quickly around the earnings. All right, so the 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, all of that's passed. Oh, look, General Electric, Waste Management, all these companies did their earnings. You should go back in time and see how they performed. That's great. That's your homework. Okay, mine too. Going on, we're headed to the 25th. Okay, here we go. We got Comcast. Yeah. Twitter's liquid. Boeing Air Force, BA is the symbol, right? Okay, it's right here to the symbols to the, and this is how you can even look at a company if you don't know the stock symbol. Well, here it is right here, and it's going to tell you how you're going to plop that into your chart. So we got Facebook, we got Boeing, we got Twitter, Comcast, Aflac, PayPal. That's an old Elon Musk company, sold. He made money. Okay, so there it is. Now, let me just clear this. Now what I want to do, the next thing I want to do is I'm going to place these stocks into a watch list, right? The 25th is next Wednesday. There's still an opportunity to trade here, right? So what you're going to want to do is go on over to the 26th, see what you got going on over here. Here's PepsiCo, PEP. Newmont Mining, interesting. All this trade and tariff thing and oil and whatnot. You know, I don't believe in coal mining, but there it is. ConocoPhillips, Raytheon, United UPS. Oh, Southwest Airlines, Love, LUV. They had structural issues. D.R. Horton, General Motors, Starbucks. They just recently had their debacles, so you might want to look at their chart. Microsoft, and you could probably short Starbucks like a vertical. So that's interesting. Let's see. Okay. Let's go back over here. Amazon reports on the 26th. Now here are the, and you can look at all these other ones later. This is for the week after. And pick out something. The ones in gray are on the Tasty Trade. There's Walt Disney in here too. But here are the historical moves. So we're looking at first quarter 2017 compared to first quarter 2018. What did they do? Well, you want to look at also the fourth quarter of 2017 right here, and compared to the first quarter of 2017. Was it better? Was it worse by the end of the year? Blah, blah, blah. So that's how you look at your historical data. Now, anything that's in light pink, it's close to turning green, or it has the capability of turning green. Light greens, medium greens, dark reds, bad play, dark greens, good play. Look at AMD. What? I own this stock. It's a pig. I'm gonna cut my losses. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, so that's your historical data. Guys, if you don't have cherry picks, it's linked to, actually, it's research at tastytrade.com. Just put your email in there and say, hey, I want to receive the cherry picks. Or you can sign up at tastytrade.com to their website. You can watch the show live streaming. You can get into the archives. They have a glossary back there, a blog back there, a search bar. If something comes up that you don't know, plug it in, like, what's a yield curve? And then it'll pop up and it'll show you a market measure or an option jive or better practices on what it is and how to play it, or if to play it. All right. So I hope you got that. Historical moves. Wow. That must be the garage next door. Okay, that's it for that. So let's look at some historical moves we got here. Let's see. China. I was looking at Let me pause this real quick because that sounds weird.